So this video today is about taking on a different perspective or philosophy when it comes to healthy lifestyle, fitness, and everything like that. Because perspective is, well, almost everything, really. There's a story that kind of goes around about a professor or a teacher goes up in front of a class and he has a jar. And he starts to fill it with these large rocks, if you will. Big, huge rocks, takes like only 3 or 4. Takes him 2 minutes and he says, okay, so is it filled? And the students say yes. And then he takes pebbles and the pebbles fill in the little cracks. And he says, is it full now? And the students say yes. And then he takes sand and he puts sand in there, and the game keeps going along until he basically packs it in with water and air. And the lesson was that no matter how full you think your mind is, you can always learn more. I have a whole different perspective I want to share with you. Whenever it comes to diet and exercise advice, I'm always telling people, I only care about the big rocks. Don't give me these little tiny itty bitty rocks, because to me, what the jar represents is your potential to get stronger or lose more weight, and all of these other sorts of things. I'm only interested in the big rocks because the big rocks represent being able to fill as much of your potential as quickly and easily and simply as possible. And you just throw a few in, boom, you're like 85% of the way there. These small rocks make a difference, but they take so much more time and energy because you put one little pebble in at a time and you shake in the jar and, okay, will this one fit? And okay, that's a little too big. And there's more agonizing going over the little details of these things. I only care about the big rocks. I only want the simple little stuff. Spare me all of this stuff like, if you told me, how do I improve my diet? Okay, I can drink less beer, more fruits and veggies, less overall, and drink plenty of water. Big rocks, right? Big stuff. The small details are like, okay, so if you're O positive blood type, that means your ancestors had less fruit in their diet, so more of your carbohydrates need to come from vegetables, but only the types of vegetables that would be grown in the Western Hemisphere. And make sure that if you have potatoes, that they're not beyond a certain amount of type old, and you can have apples, but only these types, and because fiber gets converted into sugar, it can only be so ripe, so if it's been past 3 weeks since it's been picked, don't eat it. All these stupid little itty bitty nitpicky things that, yes, they add up, but I'm not interested in the stuff that adds up slowly. I'm interested in the big rocks that add up really freaking fast. The thing to recognize is that a lot of the information in our fitness culture is small little tiny rocks. One of the big reasons why is because a lot of our programs and information is coming from top level fitness individuals. We're talking models, professional athletes, MMA fighters, people who are at the very peak of their game. For the people at the very top, the smallest little rock or pebble can mean the difference between going from 1st place to 10th place. So it matters a heck of a lot. But when they come to average Joe Schmoes like you and me, and they say, okay, yes, you have to have potatoes, but only with the skin on, and it can't be from certain parts of the world, and only at certain times of the day, and blah, 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 blah. It matters if you want to go from like 5% body fat to 4.8% body fat, which would be the difference between like 1st place and 10th place in like a figure competition or something. But to guys like you and me, does not matter at all. So it's not worth our time and effort. Small little rocks. But the thing to recognize, small rocks sell. Nobody wants a book that just says eat less, move more. If you want to get stronger, lift heavier stuff or make your muscles work more. If you want to improve your endurance, do it more or do more of it in less time or anything like this, because it's like, it's too simple. Small rocks give this idea that it's fancy and it's cutting edge and it's got to be better because it's pro athletes doing it and stuff. Chances are you're not going to get jack squat from it. You're going to get the small little differences that to the pro athlete are big, but to you and me doesn't matter. But reality is we should be focusing on the big rocks like move more, eat less, get 8 hours of sleep, drink enough water, all of these sorts of things. The final thing to pay attention to is big rocks carry significantly less stress. There's less we gotta think about. We don't have to like do complex equations or anything like that. Small rocks, that's where things get funky and complicated, and they cost us a heck of a lot more as far as our lifestyle resources. So as I always say, I only care about the big rocks. Spare me all of this little tiny itty bitty stuff. Unless it's going to make a big change in how I look at things, I don't care. So let me know your thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.